Hi, Dumpster Divas. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, and welcome to another video if you're here on the YouTube channel. And speaking of YouTube, I am here with the queen of YouTube herself, the one, the only, the Duchess of Bravo YouTube, the one and only Brooke Ashley is here on the podcast again. So good to see you, Brooke Ashley. How are you?
I'm well. So good to see you, Tom. How are you doing? Happy Thursday.
I'm doing good, actually. I feel like, it's hot out, but like the sun's out. I'm feeling excited about spring. We also have so much reality television to speak about in general right now. The list goes on and on for all the things that are making me happy today. So, which is a good feeling. How about you?
I feel great. I mean, I am in heaven right now. I love the hot weather. I love the spring and summertime. So I am just in all my glory right now. I am just loving this week and the temperatures. I'm just happy. I'm good vibes. I'm loving it. Life is good.
You look gorgeous too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. So we're here to talk Atlanta, but I would be remiss not to sort of just get your general vibes on everything that has been unfolding out in the Hamptons right now. Where are you at with everything that's been going down in West Side Story, or whatever the kids are calling the scandal of Bravo these days?
I'm not surprised by this.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Ciara. I think that this is going to really it's going to be a reunion for I'm speechless. It's like, I'm not surprised that Amanda did this and Amanda and West did this, but then there's part of me that's like, I'm surprised and shocked and just appalled. I feel like this reunion is going to be a reunion of all reunions. I do. I think it's going to be up there. I think that, I'm hearing the rumblings that they're going to film them separately. They're not going to be all together. And I think that if that's so, Bravo, please don't do that.
Andy said that's not true. I think.
Okay, thank God.
He on Radio Andy, he was like, I think that has been debunked, because I don't think they would get to the bottom of anything if they were split up.
No, they wouldn't. No. So.
And also, some news that just came in like 15 minutes ago is that Ciara did People is reporting that someone from People talked to someone that knows Ciara. Mm-hmm. And Ciara said that she is down to continue to film the show with them under one circumstance, and that is if they are an actual couple and not just like a fling. She was like, here's the thing, if y'all are a couple, I can sit back and let y'all do your thing and have no part of it. But where I'm going to be pissed is if there's all this hullabaloo over y'all just being a fling, which unfortunately I do fear that that's what they are. It's just a fling, but she did say that. So I kind of see her doing the show. Like, I don't really see her leaving the show. At this point, she should stay, Yeah,
if anybody should leave, it should be them, not her. But then again, though, I did say in my recap when the news broke, I said, Ciara, get off the show, because she really was in love with him and he really did break her heart. And, why put your mental health through that, So I'm torn on it. But now hearing her say that, I'm like, okay, get your money, secure the bag, and, why leave the platform? It's been serving you well. I will say this, though. This just shows me that West was always the social climbing leech that I thought he was from jump. He used her.
You had that vibe on him. You did.
Yeah.
I was bad. I didn't catch that vibe, to be honest.
Yeah. He gave that. He just gave like really thirsty, just to be down, and it was all a lie.
Yeah, it's tough. The whole thing is so upsetting, and and apparently next week's episode is going to be even worse. Did you see that?
No, what else happened?
Andy said next week's episode is worse than like this week's in terms of like the cringe of West and Amanda. I don't know what goes down, but apparently it just continues to get worse and worse.
Well, you know what? Hey, I'm here for it. Someone's went back to the episode, what was that, 2 episodes ago, when Kyle was going on his rampage and Amanda was crying in the bathroom. And you know how they can't film you in the bathroom? And when West went in there, you hear him say, like, "It's okay, baby," and then you hear them kiss. And I was like, I remember thinking that it was very intimate when he went in that bathroom.
These white straight people are too much for me sometimes. They think they're slick.
Mm-hmm.
They think they can get away with everything, and I'm like, y'all can't get away with nearly as much as you think.
Agreed.
So, well, let's leave that mess behind us. We are going to dive into this new episode of Atlanta. What are your general thoughts on Atlanta this season? We're only 2 episodes in, but I'm curious to catch the vibe that you're feeling.
I'm liking it. I think that they're off to a good start. They are off to a good start. I'm enjoying the vibe. I think that there was such a dark cloud on the last season, and it's nice that we're getting some like good storylines. And I think that with Porsha, and then you have Phaedra, Cynthia's back as the friend of, K. Michelle, I think is a great addition. And I'm liking Angela Oakley has really settled into her sophomore season. She's killing it with the confessional looks, the shade. Yep. I'm here for it. I'm liking it.
Yeah, I agree. Were you a Love and Hip Hop person like in the early days of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta?
I did watch, yes. I was a fan. I was there for the Stevie J and Jocelyn mess and K.
Mess,
Michelle.
so good.
Yeah, so good. So yeah, I was there for the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta days when K. Michelle was on.
Yeah, it's interesting to because this is like is this our first like housewife who's cross reality TV'd? I'm trying to think. Like, I know that, we've had appearances from other housewives and other franchises, but I don't know that we've had someone. I mean, I know right now in Real Housewives of Rhode Island we have Ashley I from The Bachelorette, the Bachelor universe, but this is definitely our first Love and Hip Hop transfer. And it's very interesting to see Kay react to being on camera again, because she keeps looking at the camera lens.
At that tea with her telling your
She literally kept being like...
She was like breaking the fourth wall, and they were just like, Kay, like, please, like, act like we're not here. And she's just like, do you see this? Like, do you see this? And they're just like, okay, like, come on. I'm sorry. It was so funny to me because she also did it in that first scene as well. The first scene that she filmed with Porsha when they were at her photo shoot, she was like, are we really talking about this now? I almost think my theory on it is that she's continuously shocked at how not scripted like Bravo is, when I think my theory about Love and Hip Hop too, especially as the seasons went on, there was a little level of like walking into scenes with like a vibe, you know what I mean? Like, this is what we're gonna do today, where Porsha just has her own plan in her mind and she just lets it rip. And I think it kind of catches Kay off guard a little bit. It definitely does. It definitely does. Like, she's like not used to the dynamics on Housewives versus Love and Hip Hop.
She said in an interview, I was on last week's episode, we had Bravo We're Black on the podcast, and they were saying that Kay in an interview said something about how she kept looking at the cameras because she wasn't sure which camera was hers.
Oh, okay. That
but I'm like,
sense.
baby, they're all yours. You gotta use them all. Use all your angles.
Yes. I guess that makes sense then, because if you're used to looking in a certain camera for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, like that's your camera, that's Mimi's camera,
maybe
Jocelyn's camera, this is your camera. So I guess but it's different on Bravo.
What do you think Mimi would ever join Atlanta?
I don't think so. No.
I kind of feel like she'd be a fun fit, but maybe not. I don't know. She might be over reality TV.
I think she is. She did an interview with Carlos King a few months ago. And she kind of seems like the whole vibe is like she's kind of over it.
My favorite thing about Mimi's confessionals, and I've said this before about the Love and Hip Hop confessionals, but they're always moving during them. They're always like heading. But Mimi specifically, she's always like walking around a room being like the clip of her being like, get him again, get him.
That one is so iconic. Get him again.
It's like they're on a steady cam, like she's walking around a room. It's so funny, y'all. The confessional game on Love and Hip Hop always makes me chuckle. But what are you thinking about Pinky as a new addition to the group?
I don't know if Pinky's a perfect fit for Atlanta, but like so far, I guess the storyline we're going to see how it all plays out. I mean, we know that in real time she's facing bankruptcy and liens on her properties, and the business has gone under. So it's a lot going on with Pinky. But I was surprised when they said that she was joining the show. I was like, oh, I don't think of Pinky Cole as a Real Housewife.
Yeah, I wasn't super familiar with her. I'd heard of her restaurants, but like I wasn't super familiar with her as a entity. Yeah, she's interesting. I mean, I think that she might settle in a little bit. Allegedly, later in the season, her and why am I blanking? Angela, yeah, get into like a really fun reading battle, essentially.
Yes.
And I think we do have things to look forward to with her, and I'm excited. This sounds bad to say, but I'm excited to see what her business fallout on camera, just because it's like authentically happens, you know, throughout the season. It seems her bankruptcy.
And then she has a lot to discuss at the reunion, because like she's still going through it now with this whole entire thing.
She's not right. She's not living in that house, I think, anymore, and she's always posting on TikTok these like videos of her teaching people about what bankruptcy means.
Yes.
I'm like
what
a
fake
is this?
Sesame Street-esque, like learning.
Yes, it's like Miss Rachel bankruptcy. Yeah.
Yes,
it's bizarre. So right at the top of the episode, we got this tea scene with. So we have Kay, Porsha, and Kelli, and I don't know your feelings about Porsha overall, but like sometimes I would say the one thing that bothers me about Porsha is what she did in this scene, and that's when she comes prepared with dirt on other people, but isn't always willing to hear what people have to say about her own stuff. Because she confronts Kelli about this alleged married man that she was sleeping with, that she found out through Dennis. What were your thoughts on this?
So when it comes to Porsha, I've liked Porsha, but throughout the years, like recent years, the last 4 or 5 years, I've found her to be like just really mean and no accountability. She still hasn't answered about the Simon stuff. How she acted on her spinoff show, trying to fight Dennis's mother. No accountability for that. So I've had my gripes with Porsha, but overall she's great television, right? She is a great housewife. In this scene, I was irritated with these no receipts about, you're with a married man. But I have to say that Kelli dropped the ball here, because who is Porsha to get on anybody about being with a married man? The whole Simon stuff, that was an easy read right there. And for Kelli to sit there shell-shocked and just staring at her, and pretty much like she was about to cry, but then all this mouth later on, I felt like Kelli, I don't know if Kelli has the chops for this show, because Porsha, had this been a veteran housewife against Porsha, like a Nene, an OG like Nene or Phaedra or Cynthia or Kenya, they would have ripped Porsha, they would have gotten her together, right? And yeah. Kelli just sat there silent. Porsha was wrong, but the way that she gathered Kelli and had Kelli sitting there speechless, she won. Like it's both things can be true at the same time.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, she didn't. The argument, Kelli didn't fight back. It doesn't make any sense. But also the thing about Kelli that's so weird to me, and the thing about the Porsha Kelli argument about the married man thing, episode 1 of last season, Kelli made the comment about Porsha like coming after people's men, like in that first party scene. So like we've had a year of time to like let y'all get to a better place. And Porsha, another thing about Porsha is she doesn't let shit go.
No.
Like she doesn't move on. And so I feel like she heard this rumor allegedly, which she's since done like a live with Cynthia where like she went into the details about the rumor, I guess. And I still am kind of like, who cares? You literally, if anyone has receipts for Porsha sleep. If anyone has receipts for someone sleeping with a married man, it's Porsha on the Real Houses of Atlanta. There is like we saw it happen.
Right there.
Like she met that man at what was her name? I can't even remember. Her at Fallon's house, and not a couple months later were they engaged in the middle of a pandemic. And now he's in a detention center. It's a mess.
A hot mess. A hot raggy mess.
I know that's because this was kind of my issue with Nene in the last couple seasons with Nene was that she was incapable of like hearing. It's like you couldn't come for her. You couldn't address things with her. It was like a wall. Yeah. Like she would drag everyone, and she was hilarious doing it. But then when anyone would be like, "I have an issue with you," it would be like, "No, we don't do that here." Mm-hmm. You know. And sometimes I feel like Porsha went to the same school of housewives that Nene did, because I think Nene kind of took her under her wing and follows some of those same patterns where she just doesn't let people get at her. And it's like, but there has to be a give and take on these shows. That's what makes it interesting.
Agreed. That's why her and Kenya's feud was so legendary, because Kenya wasn't having it. The tit for tat it was like a good tennis match.
Right.
But
yeah,
I think that because nobody is able to keep up with Porsha, we have Kenya gone, and Phaedra and Porsha are now friends. Porsha and Cynthia are now friends, right? They're not going to read her because they're friends, right? And then I feel like Drew can keep up with her when it comes to reads, but Kelli flops every time. Shamia, I feel, flops every time and flounders. So yeah, I think that if you have people who are really witty and intelligent and can read really well and think quickly on their feet, I think that that's what Porsha needs. But other than that, when there's nobody to really challenge her, she's going to be able to get away with no accountability.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great point. I know, although, have you heard these rumors that allegedly her and Phaedra are not like good anymore? No. I heard something last week. I don't know. I was listening to a podcast or something that someone said that allegedly they might have had a falling out, because I don't know what that would be about. But Phaedra could get her together if that needed to happen, you know?
Agreed.
It's interesting though. Phaedra is having a very sleepy presence at the top of this season. Like, where is she?
I thought the same thing even last season. I was like, we didn't need Phaedra to come back. I mean, I certainly wasn't, knocking at the door for Phaedra to come back at all. But I do feel like Phaedra never gives you storyline. It's always a one-liner. It's always a woo child and fix it, Jesus. Right. It's always like a one-liner, a little cute, quick read. But besides that, there's never any story. So I'm curious to see what she brings for the remainder of the season. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not totally sure. Like, I assume, obviously we're only 2 episodes in. I assume more things will be occurring. But yeah, it's interesting because, she had this amazing season of Traitors, and then they're like, we have to find her a show. And so they put her on Married to Medicine. And that was she did come prepared there on that season, but like it just was a disaster. She didn't fit in. Like, I think she was ready to play with them, but they weren't ready to play with her in that same way. And then she comes in to save Atlanta, but then like it's like I think my general point here is she hasn't really landed the plane since Traitors with her like need to be back on reality TV to me.
Agreed. I don't think she brought anything on Married to Medicine. I'm not an avid
Married to Medicine
watcher either. But she didn't, from what I did see, she didn't bring a whole lot. My view of it was like she tried at the jump, but then realized that this just wasn't Atlanta. Like, it wasn't Atlanta Housewives. It was a completely different show about a friend group that legitimately is friends and has been for a really long time. And I think it was just, she wasn't used to having to work so hard to permeate like a group of friends.
Where in Atlanta, they all just kind of show up to work every day and just figure it out, you know?
Her heart wasn't into it.
No.
And
And
it showed.
let's be honest, y'all. Is she married to Madison? Who is she married? The through line there was we're already grasping at some straws to get that story going. But let's talk a little bit about Drew and this Alien movie premiere.
Oh my gosh.
Let only Drew would be like, everyone come see my movie with ex housewife of Atlanta, Claudia Jordan, and it's gonna be amazing. It's one of my favorite roles I've ever played, and everyone gets there, and then she's dead in the first 15 minutes. It's so Drew.
It's very Drew, but Drew's gonna always give you something for some camera time in a moment.
Yeah,
always.
I like Drew for the show. Like I think her lying is a bit egregious, but like it's Housewives to me. I'm just kind of like.
But who lies more than Phaedra and Porsha?
Right? No, I know. Drew just lies about silly things, while Phaedra and Porsha are lying about.
Yes, exactly. I'm like,
you know,
no one lies more than those two. So I think Drew gets a pass, in my humble opinion.
I agree. And you know what? Also about Drew, she looks gorgeous.
She does. That one confessional look with her in that
confessional, the movie premiere, like all of it. I'm like, you look cunt. I'm like, damn, girl, like what in this is crazy. I'm like, she looks like $1 million. I mean, they all look beautiful. It's the cast in general. Like they really blow my mind with how pretty they are.
Angela looks really good too.
Agreed.
I thought Angela,
gorgeous.
in that when she wore that really nice polka dot dress when her, Shami, and Kelli went shopping, she looked phenomenal in that scene. And then in her confessional look, chef's kiss.
Yeah, she looks amazing, and I think also with Angela, part of it is she's learned maybe a different way to do her makeup, or she has a team helping her do her makeup, because like she looks younger, but I don't think she's really had that much work done like since last season. I think she's just like painting her face for television.
Yes.
Because it's not like a shocking transformation, you know what I mean? It's like just there's a little something that's
refreshed. She's refreshed.
Yeah. Agreed. This was in the first episode, but I'm still cackling at Charles and Kay being like the best of friends, talking shit about everyone.
I want to sit next to them at the next party. I need to sit right next to them. They are fun.
I know. I know. And it kind of made me get Charles. I'm like, I get him a little bit more. You know, like I get what his vibe is, because you know, in the first season he came across like a little bit of a lackluster husband, but I think he's just getting used to the cameras, and then also he likes to tease and be like a jokester, you know. There's
a way to do it that can still be like loving. I'm not like, you know, I don't know, I don't love that brand of I don't love that sense of humor where like that dry, always sarcastic, like in a bad mood. I don't like that, especially not in a man. Like I need, you see me, I need a smile on your face, happy to see me. I don't want all that. No, absolutely. I'll pass on that. So I got some flack.
You're like, I am the gift.
Yes. So, and you better realize that. So I'm not here for all that. Oh, he's just dry. Oh, he could be dry somewhere else. When he's over here in front of me.
He can go be dry when he leaves his house, but in this house, he is smiling, giggly, loving on me. That's what I signed up for.
Exactly. We see each other.
We see each other. What are your takes on everything that's going on with Porsha and Shami?
I hope we don't drag this out all season. Like I'm tired of it. I'm over it. You're not friends anymore. Let's move on. Let's be civil. Let's be cordial. Hi, bye. You know, acquaintances. But I don't need them to drag this out again. I really don't. And I hope that this isn't Shamia's storyline again. I hope that
Yeah.
Shamia works on being so passive aggressive and stop being so afraid to voice how she feels. Like nobody wants all this woe is me. It's always me. I'm the victim. Like it's enough.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, it's hard. Like I also think with this we'll never get fully to the bottom of what all of it is about because like we said at the top of this, Porsha is incredibly guarded about certain things in her life and their friendship is real, like outside of the show or was. And I don't know, I think she doesn't want to like fully talk about the ways that she feels hurt by Shamia, and I think part of it has to do with the fact that she's on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like there's definitely I think that she liked that Shamia was a friend of on and off for so long, and she got to be the star.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and now that Shamia is on there, it's just I don't know, but. The Kelli and Shamia duo does not work for me. I'm like, I don't buy that y'all are really like this. It feels like if the show wasn't happening, y'all wouldn't be buddies like this because you just need a buddy for the show.
Maybe on Shamia's end, but then on Kelly's end, I think that she would be seeking out Shamia's friendship in real life because like Shamia's
Okay.
very wealthy, and like Kelly kind of gives me Kelly gives me a bit of a social climber. And
You're
she
right.
gives me social climber, so I think in real life she would be seeking Shamia out for friendship because of what Shamia has. I think that their friendship is real because like they do vacation together off camera. Their girls are really close. I know that Kelly has watched Shamia's daughters and vice versa, and they call like Aunt Shamia Aunt Kelly. So yeah, I think there is a friendship, but I think that I don't know how it's going to work with Kelly now trying to be friends with Porsha. Like I don't know how that's going to work with her trying to straddle the fence and be friends with both two ex-best friends who fell out. Like that's weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know what I think they're just trying to make it good for good for the camera so they can all film together. But yeah, I agree. I don't really understand what's next. I mean, well, at the end of this episode, we obviously that Kelly calls Porsha broken flowers from a broken woman. Kelly doesn't make me cackle a lot, like with her humor, but that got me. I was like, "Wait, that is a hilarious." And seeing everyone's reactions, they're all like, "What?" Like you're saying this at your now closed chicken restaurant, and on camera, but on the phone. Like you're not even willing to. You didn't have the balls to confront her like that to her face at the tea parlor. But on FaceTime or it's just like I don't. But Porsha sending flowers that said "P.S. We need to talk" was also crazy.
Congratulations, we need to talk.
Oh my God! Remember when Margaret sent those flowers to Teresa and her lawyer?
That will go down as one of that's a top 10 moment in Housewives. Margaret was
That's a
iconic for
messy,
that. Yeah.
iconic for that.
Funeral
No, I
flowers
agree.
at that. A funeral flower bouquet. That was phenomenal.
Agreed. Oh my God. So the restaurant that they filmed this like opening of has since closed, which is kind of crazy because this was filmed in what, like the early fall, like
Summer.
Summer.
Yeah.
Still, it's like that's what 7 months, 8 months, 9 months.
And then it closed in December.
Yeah. There's some stuff over there with Kelly that worries me.
I know. And I'm like, God forbid she doesn't come back next season. Where will she be financially? Like, it's just a mess.
And can we talk about the dog?
Oh, Cha-Cha.
Cha-Cha bitch. I can't with Cha-Cha. May the ASPCA not find this television program because I don't think y'all have a moment of silence for Cha-Cha because what's happening to her diet? Like, is that okay to do?
Listen, I don't have a dog, so I don't know how that all goes. But she did say that Cha-Cha had not gotten her hair colored in like months due to money problems. So Cha-Cha had on some old dye. That was old dye because Cha-Cha's been struggling over there.
But why? Like, if you're gonna do that, at least invest in the upkeep.
You know,
don't let the dog's hair grow out and it's all discolored and crazy. I mean, Cha-Cha in that when they were at that like clothing store and she was holding Cha-Cha, I mean, she looked distraught.
She did.
To be pink.
She did. She did. But what can you do? You know, it's either food or, you know, the bills need to be paid or Cha-Cha's maintenance. Which one takes precedent?
Wait, I screenshotted it. Wait. Like, y'all. Look at that dog. I mean, what is happening?
She doesn't look too bad. It could be worse, I guess. No?
She looks dirty too. I don't know. It's bad. I just can't imagine that it's like good for the dog to be dyeing it. Because to get it pink, you have to be like, do they bleach it and then dye it? I don't know. I'm sorry, but this woman is not. This is not a serious woman.
Kelli is something else. Okay, Kelli is something else.
I love that she is like just twice as tall as Cha-Cha as well. Yes. She cracks me up because she wears the biggest clothes. She wears like not like in size. I mean like in like gaudy. Like she wears like things that have structure that wrap around. And I'm like, girl, this makes you look even smaller. Like you need to be wearing more simple things because that will make you look taller. I mean, you don't have to look tall, I guess, but like, yeah, some of the fashions are crazy to me.
The clothes swallow her up.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't wear the clothes wear her.
Right.
And then she like, I feel like her clothes aren't tailored properly. Like, how do your clothes look too big and too small at the same time?
I know nothing fits right because I just think everything is a little. I think a lot of this stuff is fake designer. Is
I could
part
see
of the
that.
problem too.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
There are people I know in my life that have money, and like the people that I know that have money are never wearing like Fendi capital F on their t-shirt or wearing like LV logos like all over everything they have. Like, and she's or like I just feel like she is constantly in like, look, this is a label, and it's like that actually makes me fear that A, it's fake, or B, like you spent all your money on that t-shirt.
So I love a label, right?
Yeah.
I don't mind all the logos.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's real. Okay.
Yes, but
kind of
you're you're tasteful in like your fashion. Like you dress yourself wonderfully, and like you're very like sleek in the way that you dress. You're not wearing like a Fendi printed boot with a Gucci top and like a Prada skirt, and they all have the labels all clashing. Like I feel like she would do that.
Yes, I do all of it together. Like if I'm wearing Dior, I have all like a sunglasses.
I know that's right.
Yeah, like I don't like mix. I mean, I don't want to sound so, you know. But hey,
no, do it, girl. I love to hear this.
Well, no, I'm very. If I have YSL sunglasses, I try to be all. So I try not to be all like mismatch. So I like to just stick to one brand. Like how Jenna Lyons told Jessel, you look like a walking ad. You look crazy, it's tacky. Take that hat off, take this shirt off, and put the same designer on. So,
but like, I think with labels, I think it's really chic to go up to someone and be like, "Wait, where did you get that shirt?" And you because you don't know, you don't, and then they're like, "Oh, it's Fendi or it's Prada," and you're like, "Wait, work." Like there's something about quiet luxury to me that I think is just so incredibly like chic. So, but you know what? That's not Kelli's vibe. So I can't. She wants to be loud and out there, so I shouldn't knock her for it.
No, I just think that make sure it's real, because I like a loud luxury too. Just make sure it's real.
Yeah.
And make sure that it fits well. I think she needs to find
Yeah.
a tailor, especially for
Yeah.
her to be so short. She needs to find a tailor ASAP, because the dress that she wore to that tea with Porsha and K. Michelle, the dress was not fitting right. Then the scarf and the glasses, it was just so much. It was like she looked like stuffed, and then it was like the scarf was swallowing her, and the dress was swallowing her. I was like, it's a lot going on. It's like, whoa, like jump scare, like it's too much, an eyesore.
She was kind of dressed like Wes Wilson.
Yeah, kind of gaudy.
The scarf over the head with the sunglasses.
Yes.
With the hat.
Like a disguise. Very much a disguise in the cartoons.
A disguise. So a couple things about K. Michelle also in this episode. One, we get this hilarious line with her husband where she's like, what did she say? She's like, no man needs a cave. He was like, I want a man cave. And she's like, no man needs a cave. It's like,
I agree.
You know what? You're right for that.
Well, especially in a house that she paid for, because we clearly saw that she paid for the house, because the production even wrote K. Michelle's house. And then she even said my house. And I said, okay, so he didn't pay for any of this at all.
Yeah,
I have
no, I don't think
thoughts
so.
on that union, and I'm going to just leave it there.
You don't want to talk about it?
No,
I want to know your thoughts.
I have a lot of thoughts about that marriage.
Yeah, there's something off about it.
It's weird how they got married right before the filming started, and then their story of how they got together. I'm like, none of this is romantic at all. What do you mean you had to like force his hand to marry you? Why would you want to start off your marriage with that's a horrible foundation to set it on. In my opinion.
And ladies, you never force a man to marry you. Like, you deserve so much more than that. So
thank you, Tom.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, no one should be forcing anyone to be with them. Like, that's just not the good beginnings of a union, you know? But also with him, I think it's a little weird that they've been on reality TV together also because they were on like a couples show.
Marriage boot camp.
Right. And that's troubling to me that they went through that, and then she still went on to Queen's Court after that, right? Mm-hmm. Which, if you don't know, Queen's Court was like kind of like Love Hotel. It was like a dating show. Mm-hmm. And then she got with him again, and then they got married really quickly, and then they're here. So like, there's just, I want more for K. Michelle. She's such a catch, and like, I don't know, and also he's a dentist. Like, he has money.
Hopefully, Lord willing.
But I'm like, she's buying this house. I'm like, wait, but like, it's not like he's like is unemployed. Like, he has a job that on paper should pay decently well, and still there it seems like she's bankrolling everything. But
and that clip of them, production snuck that clip in of him on their wedding day at their courthouse wedding day, and he's sitting there like he's bored. He's just like, she's like, are you excited? And he's like, I said, this is the man that you married? Somebody who's not excited about you? Like, first of all, dating for over a decade, absolutely not. Then you forcing a man's hand, absolutely not. I'm not here for women chasing men. I'm not here for that. So this whole thing, I'm just like, you know what? Let me keep my mouth shut. But I can't. I think it's a mess. It's a real mess.
Speaking of that, on Summer House this week, Amanda said to Bailey, and this is so typical of Amanda's bullshit. She said to Bailey, you should be chasing Carl. Maybe he doesn't want to be the one that chases anymore. I'm like, I'm sorry.
What?
No. Yeah, she was talking to Bailey, and because Bailey and Carl's romance is like budding.
Yes.
And like she was like, I don't know kind of how to talk to Carl. Like, I'm trying to figure out like what the right next move is. And she was like, maybe Carl doesn't want to chase you. Maybe you need to be the one chasing him. I'm sorry, y'all. If a girlfriend ever says that to you, ladies, that is not a friend.
No, it's not. It's a saboteur. That's also a desperate woman, a desperado, as I like to call them. Absolutely not. Yes. That is desperado behavior. I might ruffle some feathers. For all my all my subscribers who watch me, you know how I feel about that. You never shoot your shot at a man. This whole wave of women shooting their shots at men, asking men out on dates, chasing men has got to stop. I don't know where this came from. It's desperate behavior. If you have to do that, the man does not like you. Because if a man likes you, even the shyest man will walk up to you at a bar, in an airport. You don't need to shoot your shot at a man. And if you're doing that, please stop. You're desperate. And also, one more thing, not to get off topic, but Bailey from Summer House, she is wearing me thin. The desperation for Ben earlier in this season, then this whole thing with Carl. Girl, if you have to do that, they don't like you. They don't like you. And a man telling you this horrible advice, like, are you okay?
I know. I think in general, the problem is we've lost something in the last 6 years through COVID and through social media to being even more like all involved in our lives. Like, I think we've lost the idea of how to actually like communicate with people. Like, I just don't think people understand how to talk to people anymore and also like even in dating, like when I was dating, when I was on the apps, I would always be like, people would think I was being aggressive or something, but I was like, here's my number, like, let's go get a drink. Like, I don't want to sit on the app and like talk and like send memes back and forth. Like, I want to like go talk to you in real life. Like, we don't need to be playing like who's going to schedule the date first. Like, I'm like, let's just go do this. But like, I feel like both men and women in straight relationships right now are both sitting back being like, will someone just make a move? Like, I don't want to be the one. And it's like, guys, you need to get up off your ass and court a woman.
Exactly. And women, stop being so desperate. Stop going after men. It's a problem.
Y'all.
There's just...
But you know what? Being straight sounds exhausting.
I feel like it's exhausting if you're desperate or weird. No. And when I say no, hold on. Don't no. I mean no. When I say weird, I mean like.
I love what you said.
I mean like you know. Oh my gosh! I hope someone doesn't get mad at me, but you know what I'm saying. I mean,
you're fine. You're fine, y'all. Okay. We're having girl chat here. Okay, yeah. Don't be adding Brooke Ashley,
gosh.
Please.
Well, hey. Well, I'm just saying. I think that if you have some of these men out here who want to be chased, like, that's weirdo behavior. That's desperate.
I agree. No, I agree. I'm Carl can be a beta, and that's fine, but he does also need to be if he wants to be with Bailey, he needs to just pursue her.
He doesn't want to.
I don't think
that's why he's not pursuing her.
Yeah, but I think they might be together in real life now.
I heard they're not together.
No? Okay, because they filmed that weird video where they're like holding hands, but then they did just do a podcast together and they didn't talk about their relationship. So I'm like, I don't know. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I can't quite get a vibe on what it is that Carl wants in a partner, and sometimes I worry he is not interested in women.
I am screaming right now.
See, now y'all can get mad at me. Wait, so at the end of this Atlanta episode, though, we get this very wild scene with Kay where she was performing at this the Academy of Country Music Awards or showcase or something like that, and right before she went on stage, she started to leak like fluid, and it was from her incision from a botched BBL that she got illegally, in a different country that not certified. And that was cool. I mean, it's very brave of her to like talk so openly about it and be like, this is the worst thing that has happened. I could have done, and I wish that I hadn't done it, but I'm in the situation, so we got to talk about it. Like that, y'all, you do not fuck with not certified doctors and silicone and all of that. Like, those horror stories are so real. And K. Michelle is such a beautiful woman. Like, I hate that there's societal standards that made her think that that is something that she needed. And the thing with plastic surgery, if you want it, get it. Like, yeah, I'm pro anyone getting what they want. but like it doesn't feel like she wanted it. Almost, it kind of felt like she needed to get it for some reason. I hope that man had nothing to do with that, because if he did, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, I just hope he wasn't like, you should do this.
Oh, okay. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I just watched The Valley and I was reliving the trauma of Jax making Brittany get that boob job that she didn't want. And I'm like, that also, if a man ever tells you to get plastic surgery, dump him.
Yeah, because that's a personal decision that you should want for yourself. Well, that you, if you want to get it, you do it for yourself,
right?
Not for someone else,
right? No, that was crazy, but that was kind of Atlanta in general. It was kind of like an in between episode. But what else are you watching in general on Bravo or not Bravo? Anything else? Any other TV that you're absolutely loving right now?
I'm loving Rhode Island. I am
good.
So good. I mean, Bravo has struck gold with Rhode Island. Mm-hmm. Like they are.
Yeah, it feels like the original premise.
Yes.
Of Housewives.
It does. It does.
Like it feels like the point of the show. Like the point of the show was to follow women, and this, y'all, this is what's so important about these shows to me, is when we find women who never thought that they would be on camera or in a show like this. So they're just living kind of authentically. Like they don't really know how to navigate. Like characters like Liz and Alicia and Joellen, like they wouldn't navigate the world. They're navigating the world exactly how they do in their real life, even though there's a camera there. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think we need Ashley I, to be honest with you.
I feel that way too.
Like, I think they did it because they were just like nervous that people wouldn't check in to a new city. And so they're like, let's keep Ashley I in the mix for some Bachelor people, bring Dolores in. But honestly, we don't need Dolores or Ashley I. Like, I think the rest of those ladies can handle plot on their own. They're all so interesting.
Yes. This is such a dynamic cast. I think that Ashley, I won't be surprised if she doesn't come back after maybe like 3 seasons. I will say, though, that the storyline with Jared and the coffee shop, that is intriguing. I'm curious to see how it affects their marriage, because that right there is a mess. Like, I had no idea about Ashley's lore on The Bachelor, that she chased him. He turned her down twice. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, so this isn't a love story. This is a desperado story. And then he finally said, okay, fine, why not? I'll marry you. So I'm in.
We're back to Desperado again. Back to the losers.
It all leads me back to a Desperado. Like, we have RHOA hiding her head in the sand about this about this man.
I can't with her. I'm like, you need to get out. And then I don't know if you saw, but like this week, her husband, I forget his name, but he filed a lawsuit against the mistress.
I saw that because she's on Instagram taunting RHOA, saying, "Hey, so." Yeah, I guess he's trying to tell her to.
She's trying to get on the show. Let's call it what it is. She wants to get. She wants Joellen to take her to like a pizza parlor and chat about everything that went down.
Because Joellen follows her, and she keeps tagging.
Yes.
She keeps tagging Bravo, and she keeps hashtagging all her posts with RHORI. So I'm like, okay.
It is a fantastic show, and like it makes me wish for cast members like these on other franchises, like cast members that are not so versed on the world of reality TV. K. Michelle is working well. Yep. She knows reality TV, but she's working well because she is bringing her authentic self to the camera. Agreed. But like there are instances where we bring these influencers. I think that's why RHONI reboot didn't work.
Agreed. I think that
those people didn't work for the cameras because they were ready for it in a way,
I also feel like there's just a lack of star quality sometimes. I don't feel like the new RHONI girls had a whole bunch of star quality. But I feel like K. Michelle on Atlanta is the equivalent of Rachel Zoe on Beverly Hills, where Rachel Zoe fits in really well with the group, like seamlessly. Yeah, I totally agree. It doesn't feel like a new addition. It just feels like someone who was always there. But
the Liz, I think there's a lot with Liz and RHORI that we are gonna find out over the years.
Yes.
Like, I just think there's things with the business. I think there's things with Dino. The breakdown about Dino was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious. But Liz is a new social media friend of mine now. She followed me, and I'm like scared. But also, hey Liz, come on the pod, please. I would love to talk to you before fame takes over. No, did you see her sitting next to Porsha on Watch What Happens Live though?
She was great. She
was great, but they are so different, the two of them. Seeing them next to each other, like Liz was dressed like a cast member from Pirates of the Caribbean, and Porsha is in her like finest Fashion Nova, and I'm like, these are two different sides of Housewives.
I will say, the Rhode Island cast that's one of like the loveliest casts that I've met. When I met them at
because you went to the premiere.
Yes, and they are so sweet. The only one I didn't speak to RHOA. Like RHOA, I felt was like tucked in a corner somewhere. But yeah, everybody
that sounds
else
like
was,
her.
Yeah, just like I think her keeping a close eye on Brian. But everybody was really lovely, and yeah, again, this cast is just it. Like Bravo did that when it comes to Rhode Island. Phenomenal
Agreed.
casting.
Yeah, it's great. And y'all, Sundays are great. You get Atlanta and then you get Rhode Island back to back. And if you're watching on Peacock the next day, you get a wonderful present in the morning. You get two amazing franchises next to each other. So, well, the Brooke Ashley, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I had the best time.
Of course, always have such a good time with you. And I don't know if you've heard, but I'm trying to make YouTube happen. So if you are a Brooke Ashley person, okay, find and subscribe to me, because these are the vibes always, okay? And y'all, if you are a dumpster dive person and you don't subscribe to Brooke, please go check her out on YouTube. She is every day she's live talking about something, and she lets them have it on the lives.
I do.
Lets these ladies have it, and I love it.
But it's fun. It's all in good fun. It's
of course.
Fun. So
yeah,
we have a good old time.
Let the listeners know what else is going on, like any scheduling about when your episodes drop, or anything else that they need to know about the channel.
Well, you can find me on on YouTube on my channel, The Brooke Ashley. I am currently watching and reviewing Atlanta, Rhode Island, Beverly Hills, even though Beverly Hills has been dry. And then I also do hot topics about breaking Bravo news, pop culture news, and we have a good old time. We have a great time. It's a lot of laughing, a lot of smiles, a lot of jokes fly in the lives, and it's just good vibes. So come on down if you are new to me, and I promise you will get your entire life, because we have a good old time.
Yes, you will. And guys, make sure to check out Dumpster Dive on all platforms. And if you want an ad-free and early access to the video you're watching here or any other episodes, check out the Dumpster Dive Patreon at patreon.com/dumpsterdivepod. Brooke, say bye to everyone for me. Bye, guys. Thanks for being here. Have a great weekend.